All right.
Yes.
Hello, fellow gamers. Well, welcome to Every Little War Studios. My name's Carl, the gaming nomad, and I am getting to expose you to this wonderful game known as Shadows of Brimstone. One of those things you probably have seen various expansions and extras for it on game shelves and such, but you never really bought into it, or maybe you didn't know a friend who did. If you do, then, well, you might enjoy hearing my fun romp through this. Otherwise, if you don't know what it is, I will give you a, as brief as I can make it, summary of this game. So, this game right here, first box set. Now, these three boxes right here are all three core sets. You can buy any one of these and play it standalone. It's just a different feel, different flavor of characters. That's all. This was the first one, second one, and of course, Forbidden Fortress. This is the third one with the Oriental feel. Gates of Valhalla, which we're now showing down yonder, is actually a Kickstarter expansion. That's also going to be a core set that just got funded last year and raised over $1 million. Basically, Flying Frog Productions has made this game right here, and it hit the market, and it did pretty good for itself. And then they just kept making little expansions for it. Every expansion's a different theme. Basically, what's going on, boom, start with this one here, is that there's a mine, or a series of mines out in the West in the 1880s that weird things happen. So a settlement's been established out that way, and miners and prospectors keep going up into them thar hills looking for what's called Darkstone. Darkstone has strange mystical qualities and powers. Thing is, strange happenings and creatures and such keep coming down out of the hills and causing a problem. Sometimes when prospectors go up into the mountains, mines that were there aren't there anymore with no sign of them being there. Some mines that they go into are completely different. Tunnels that were there the day before aren't there anymore. Or prospectors go up into the mines either never to be heard from again, or they'll return years later, either younger or possibly older than they were, talking about strange things and happenings that occurred while they were up there. So here's what happens. You and your friends get to play a brave little band of adventurers. You have all these different kind of characters. This is there's a pretty good RPG element to this. So what character you pick is going to have an impact on the game. There's a lot of replayability, and there's lots of little rabbit holes to go down and ways to customize, which I'm not going to go into. But let's just say that whatever character you want to play, you're going to have a lot of options for. And no two ways can you play the same character. So you'll pick a character, you'll pick his life path. There's 3 possible life paths per character. And one of the really awesome things that Flying Frog Productions has done is every character you play, there's a guy and a girl option. Doesn't change their stats or abilities. It's just one side of the card's a guy, one side of the card's a girl. And you get a miniature for both. So if you play the U.S. Marshal, guy-girl. Texas Ranger, guy-girl. Prospector, guy-girl. Bandito or bandita, guy-girl. So, yeah, you can play whatever kind of character you want with whatever sex you want. And then on top of that, you get to pick what life path that they start branching off into. From there, once you and your friends have created, or picked your characters, I should say, you then go off into the mountains and go into your first mine. There are campaigns you can follow. Quite frankly, though, the AI mechanic for this, for generating dungeons and such, or in this case, mines, is pretty awesome. So yeah, it tells you what tiles to put down randomly. Every time you enter a new tile, you get to search it and such, but on top of that, you also get to encounter possibly strange things. Again, each one of these has different creatures and such you can encounter. Now, all of these different expansion boxes you see on the shelves, they're all cross-compatible. They're different worlds, different places you can encounter. The derelict ship. Oh my god, you get to see like undead cosmonauts kind of things staggering around, skeletons in spacesuits, of which I'm going to tell you right now, if you end up drawing or specifically going to the derelict ship, you're going to have a bad day. Oh no, you're going to enjoy yourself. And you'll laugh hysterically as these things do horrible things to you. The derelict ship is kind of a bad deal. You can go off to other worlds that have ray guns and lasers. You can go back to worlds that have like World War 1.5 going on, and all the species of this planet actually got 3 eyes, and their gas masks show this. It's a constant, ongoing war. You constantly find strange items, artifacts from different planets. You collect these things. You bring them back to town. Now, not only do you get to go into these different minds and have these different encounters, trying to hold back the darkness, as it were, to stop it from coming out into the real world and inflicting its evil or whatever its agenda is upon locals and the innocent populations. Not only do you get to do that and butt kick for goodness, then that's not the end of the game. Your characters get experience and such, but then you've got to travel back to town. And bad things can happen to you on the way back to town. And how you handle them has an ongoing game effect. When you get back to town, you get to go to various locations. How long you stay in town has a game effect. Where you go in town has a game effect. It also shows you how your characters can advance and such. Your characters can actually die in town. Now, it's a slim possibility, and it's usually in a direct relation to bad choices that you make. If you decide to try to rob the saloon or gambling hall, guess what? That is an option you can do. If you get caught, though, you can get hung at dawn. Now, there's a chance you can escape, but still, that's your own choices that got you there. So, some of the expansions, like the Boomtown expansion, really expands on the town. You can even have it set up to where you come back from your little excursion. Are you really in the same dimension or timeline you started in? You can come back to ruins. You can come back to a futuristic settlement. You can come back to an alien world. You can come back to a town full of mutants. One of the really awesome effects is that you can come back to random towns where you mix up the current towns you have and you start laying them out in front of you, and you get different buildings with different effects, and it's not the little town that you went to. I hate Costa Negra, just so you know. I just want to burn that town down, freaking Costa Negra. And there's been some towns I'm pretty sure have that Innsmouth look to them as well. But all the same, lots of expansions, lots of fun things you can do, lots of nods, different characters and such within our own game world. Heck, the Doc from Deadwood is in this game. It's awesome. I mean, like I said, it's just, there's lots of little nods to genres, tropes that we all know and love. And you and your group of friends can buy different expansions box, fight spiders, robots, skeletons, vampires, strange steampunky things that may or may not be related to Bioshock. It's a little bit of everything, and because everything you do in this game is, I'm gonna back it up a little bit. Again, it's just a lot of fun. It really is. And if you have a good group of friends and no game master, let this game be your game master, and just go into the world of Shadows of Brimstone and butt kick for goodness. Beware the Red Ronin. He will stab you in the ass a lot. Like, I blame Lash. Anyway, that's what I got for you. If you get a chance, you and your group, definitely check this out. Buy a core box set of your choosing, and then go in for expansions as you will. All right, so, again, you want to see us play this game? You want to see us review more of it or one set of components? Let us know. But you got to like and subscribe here on the YouTube channel. And by all means, feel free to comment down below. We'd love to hear feedback. And that's it for me, the Gaming Nomad here at Every Little War Studios. Till then, I guess we'll see you on the other side of the portal.